Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have swatches for you from the Deeva. This is her brand new It's a Conspiracy collection. Now these polishes are already available in her shop right now. My video is going up a little bit late. I had some computer glitches, which were my own fault, but this conspiracy collection was inspired by Shane Dawson and his conspiracy palette makeup release, which personally I'm a huge Shane fan, so I was very excited to see this and get my hands on this collection. And I also own his palette. Excuse the large loud truck that is coming up the street behind me. So I own the palette and I've done quite a few makeup looks with it, and as somebody who doesn't usually play with makeup, it was really easy to work with. So I was very pleased that Deeva took his palette and all the colors and used it as inspiration for a collection. But I will go into prices as I read off the descriptions for each polish, and I have everything for the Deeva that you'll need linked down below. So I guess let's just get into it. The first polish that we're going to have a look at today is WTF Jeffree OMG, and it is described as a gorgeous shifting multichrome that has blue, pink, purple, blue shifts, copper, and orange. You may find more shifts depending on the lighting as you go along and you play with it. It also has an added touch of hollow flake running throughout. This is going to sell for $13. It has a wonderful, wonderful formula. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stays right where you put it. I had no staining, and nothing in there is going to dry textured or be difficult to remove. I would always recommend a base coat. It is a more pigmented blue type of color, and I know some people are more prone to staining. I didn't swatch using a base coat, and I didn't experience any staining, but your results may vary. So this was 2 coats of WTF Jeffree OMG and a glossy top coat. And if you watch the docu-series, I'm sure you probably know that this came from something Shane says probably at least 2 times a video. So there you go. That's 2 coats. And next up is Uni-corn Pig-Ment, and it is described as a bruised plum color with loads and loads of that original unicorn pigment. It is going to sell for $17, and it is gorgeous. I just absolutely adore this base color. It is very different and unique, and I just fell in love with this one, and it has so much pee. It's so shifty. It's insane. The formula is absolutely wonderful. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stays exactly where you put it. I had no running, I had no pooling, no staining. Nothing in there is going to dry textured or be difficult to remove. I did not use a base coat, as I said before, and I'll just say it for the rest of them. I don't swatch with a base coat, but I always recommend a base coat in case you're prone to staining. So you definitely want a good one for any kind of pigmented color. But I used 3 coats to reach full opacity on Uni-corn Pig-Ment, and here's my final swatch with a glossy top coat. Next up is Tanacon'd Us, and it is described as a golden tan in the nudest of nude bases with copper and gold shifts. They are some definitely hardcore shifts. The base will glow a tarnished gray, and it is going to sell for $13. The formula on this is absolutely wonderful, just like all Deeva polishes. It goes on super smooth, super easy. Nothing in there is going to dry textured. Nothing in there is going to be difficult to remove. I had no staining. I had no running, no pooling. Very, very easy formula Deeva has. I have 2 coats for you of Tanacon'd Us and a glossy top coat. The next polish is called Mr. Ranch Avalanche, and it is a solar polish that is described as a creamy white with copper, gold, orange, and opal flakes. It also has added in hollow and hollow flakes, and when you're outside under the solar sun, it turns a gorgeous navy blue. It's going to sell for $13. I just did a little peek on what it's going to look like in the sun. I have like a little flashlight, which you can get on Amazon if you want to play with it while you're indoors, because I swatch at night, so I need to use the flashlights to force the solar transition. So you could always pick up one of those. But the formula on this is excellent. It goes on very smoothly and evenly. I needed 3 coats to reach full opacity because I had some patchy spots on 1 and 2. So I went in for a third and it smoothed everything out. Nothing in there is going to dry textured. Nothing in there is going to be difficult to remove. The solar is a little bit quick on this one, but again, I'm not actually out in the sun, so I didn't get a chance to test it in the real world. So you're gonna be very pleased with this because it's super drastic and I absolutely love it. There you go. There's the little flashlight to force the transition. And isn't that just the most beautiful, beautiful transition color? I love this one. And so that is 3 coats and a glossy top coat. The next one is Pizza Crust and Cheese Dust. It is another solar polish and I absolutely adore the transition on this one. This one actually might be my favorite of the whole collection. It is an orange to purple solar with loads of shimmer, hollow, and hollow flakes. It's going to sell for $13. The formula on this is excellent. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed right where I put it. Usually I don't find oranges to be so easily applied and so like not chalky. That's the word I'm looking for, chalky. But this one had a perfect formula. Super, super easy to work with. Nothing in there is going to dry textured. Nothing is going to be difficult to remove. And you're going to want to go in with a glossy top coat for added shine because it's going to dry a little bit matte on its own. But that is it indoors. And then after I apply the glossy top coat, I'm going to put that little flashlight on it again, and you're going to see the purple solar change, and it is just wonderful. Here we go. Look at that. Look how drastic that is. Isn't that the most beautiful transition? Like, oh, such a beautiful color. I'm so in love with this polish. I highly recommend it. It is very unique to me. Next up is Money Bribes and Food Vibes, and it is a thermal polish. It is described as a teal blue green thermal with pink shimmer and flakes running throughout. When it's warm, it turns a deep sapphire blue, and it's going to sell for $13. The formula on this is excellent. It goes on very smooth, very evenly. It stays just where you put it. It did not stain me, but you're going to want a base coat because it is highly pigmented, and I know some people are more prone to staining with these pigmented blues. It's going to dry matte, so you're going to want to go in with a glossy top coat to make it super shiny and super glossy and longevity, because you're not going to want to take it off. It's beautiful. The removal is also easy. Nothing in there is going to dry textured, and nothing is going to be difficult to remove. So this was 3 coats of Money Bribes and Food Vibes and a glossy top coat. This next polish is My Pills Give Me Thrills, and it is a thermal polish that goes from navy blue to baby blue from purple when cold. It has holographic in there, and it is going to sell for $13. So the formula on My Pills Give Me Thrills is absolutely wonderful. It goes on very smoothly, as you can see, very evenly, very easy to control. No running, no pooling, no staining. There is nothing in there that is going to be difficult to remove. All that's in there is some hollow, and it's going to dry down to a matte type of finish, so you're going to want a glossy top coat to go in there and just shine it up. I've been using the Dawn Divas A Quickie top coat, and I absolutely love it. It's very fast drying and very shiny, no shrinkage, and as you can see, it does not hurt hollow, so I highly recommend it. This next polish is my boyfriend's purse is cursed, and as you see, I lost the first coat footage. I'm so sorry. I swear one of these days I'm going to have a video where I don't mess something up, but this is going to sell for $13, and it is an olive green to lavender thermal. It is the most beautiful Prugly combo. I just love it. It has added shimmers to it too. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. Nothing is going to be difficult to remove. Always recommend a base coat. It is pigmented, but that was 2 coats of My Boyfriend's Purse is Cursed and a glossy top coat. This next polish is Root Beers and IDCs. I think that means I don't cares. I'm not sure. But it is a gorgeous multichrome that turns pink, green, gold, and magenta with added hollow flakes and scattered hollow throughout. It's going to sell for $12. It is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Deeva kills it with her multi-chromes. They're always so shifty. It goes on very smoothly, as you can see, very evenly. It stays exactly where you put it. I had no running, no pooling, no staining. Nothing in there is going to dry textured, so nothing in there is going to give you a hard time to remove. My swatches of root beers and IDCs showed you 2 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is called What's the Theory Siri, and it is a gorgeous gray brown, and it has a kind of rugby color. It's loaded with all of the sisters Uni-corn Pigments. It is going to sell for $17, and when her description says it's loaded, it's loaded. This is packed with original Uni-corn P and all the sisters. It is stunning. I absolutely love this deep forest type green color. I think that's what rugby color means, like, you know, maybe the lawn on rugby. But it had an excellent formula, went on smoothly, evenly, did not run, did not pool, did not stain, but I recommend a base coat. I'm a broken record here. Definitely recommend a base coat because it is pigmented. But that was 2 coats of What's the Theory Siri and a glossy top coat. This next polish is called FKIN Cancelled, and it is a grayish lavender in a creamy base that has heavy shift of coppery pinkish gold. It is going to sell for $13. Had a wonderful formula. It goes on super smooth, super easy. It is so creamy, easy to apply. Nothing in there is going to dry textured. Nothing in there is going to be difficult to remove. It was a joy to work with formula wise. No running, no pooling, no staining. My swatches of FKIN Cancelled show you 2 coats and a glossy top coat. And the last polish in the Conspiracy collection is Cry on My Couch, I Don't Mind, and it is described as a deep blue purple multichrome with loaded with hollow. It is going to sell for $12. This is beautiful. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stays exactly where you put it. No running, no pooling, no staining. It also removes easy. Nothing in there is going to dry textured. Nothing is going to be difficult to remove. I would always recommend a glossy top coat for added shine and longevity, because none of these polishes are something you're going to want to remove very quickly. My swatches of Cry on My Couch, I Don't Mind, show you 2 coats and a glossy top coat. So that wraps up the It's a Conspiracy collection. Tell me what your favorite was. I know it's going to be super hard to pick because I probably have like 4 or 5 or all of them, but overall I do think pizza crust and cheese dust is my favorite. It's just really unique, and I never thought I would pick a solar polish to be my favorite, but this one definitely wins. I absolutely love the drastic color shift in it. I haven't seen anything like that. So tell me what you're going to pick up, and you can head on over because all the links you're going to need are linked down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye, guys.